You do not struggle with sexual urges because you are weak. You struggle because your brain is wired for reward. Most people think sexual urges are purely physical. Psychologists say that is only part of the story. What you are really battling is dopamine. Psychologists call this reward conditioning. And once you understand it, you will realize your urges are less about desire and more about repetition. Your habits, your focus, even your willpower are shaped by what your brain gets rewarded for. But here is where it gets uncomfortable. Your brain does not care about discipline. It cares about pleasure and survival. Sexual stimulation triggers one of the strongest dopamine releases in the human body. And the brain remembers that. The more frequently you respond to urges with instant gratification, the more your brain strengthens that pathway. It becomes automatic. Cue craving, action, reward. And this next part explains why resisting feels so hard. When you try to suppress an urge without changing your environment or your routine, your brain interprets that as stress. Stress increases craving. That is why many people feel even stronger urges when they try to fight them aggressively. Here is the truth most people avoid. Sexual urges become strongest when your life lacks structure, purpose, or stimulation. An idle mind searches for the fastest available reward. And sexual stimulation is quick, intense, and easily accessible. This happens because your brain is trying to regulate emotion. Loneliness, boredom, anxiety, frustration. Your mind chooses pleasure to escape discomfort. It feels temporary relief, but long-term discipline weakens. If that made you uncomfortable, good. It means you are seeing the pattern clearly. So how do you actually control sexual urges? You do not rely on willpower alone. You redesign your system. Reduce triggers. Increase structure. Move your body daily. Set demanding goals. Fill your schedule with meaningful work. When your brain starts receiving dopamine from progress, achievement, and growth, the intensity of urges decreases. Because the brain follows reward. Control does not come from suppression. It comes from redirection. If you want real power in 2026, build a life so focused and purposeful that urges lose their dominance. Like and subscribe for more. Be honest, are you fighting urges or are you feeding them without realizing it?